Hi, everyone, and welcome. We're here at Eric Walden's 5th annual youth football camp here in the beautiful historic area here in Dublin, Georgia, with the Oconee Gym behind us. How are you, Eric?
Man, I'm great. How you doing?
Doing very well. You know, Eric, it's always so wonderful to see you come back home.
I'm glad to be here, just to be able to, see the community, the family, the fans, and people that's been supporting you your whole life and throughout my career. So it's just a blessing.
And you know, you can see on Facebook, you can tell when you're in town.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, if it's a good day,
Right,
Eric
right.
Walden's in town. And the
Yeah.
fact that you do go back to visit family and friends and you don't forget where you come from, that's very special.
Yeah, man. I feel like if you can't go home and be received by the people that knew you when you was nothing, then you really ain't got much. So it's always good to come back, reunite with a lot of classmates, friends, family, and then a day like this is just enjoyable for everybody. Most importantly, make sure the kids having fun.
Absolutely. And, you know, we can tell that you're all about the kids, and so tell us about this year's camp.
This year, this is my 5th year. Of course, in the same location, Dublin, Georgia.
That's right.
Kind of where I grew up. Learned a lot, been through a lot. So, it's just like I said, it's just a blessing, to be able to come back and do it another year, and then just to have this opportunity to have some of my teammates come and other guys that I played with that also helped me participate and just get that knowledge and show the kids it's a way out. Football's my way. It may not be yours, but whatever you choose, you decide and strive for. Make sure you do it well and believe in yourself.
Absolutely. You say you got some friends out here that are helping with you. Tell us about some of those.
Well, I got a couple teammates. T.Y. McGill from Jessup, Georgia, went to NC State. Got a couple guys rolling in from Atlanta. A couple Marlo Herrera went to University of Georgia. Got Darius Butler went to UConn. And I got Quan Bray went to Auburn. They all played with the Colts with me. So it's a blessing to be able to get them guys down here.
Absolutely. Have them coming down to the DUB.
Yeah,
Tell us about your family. Of course, we see your family over there. They're in
Yeah.
full force.
Yeah, I got mom, brother, sister, everybody. Sister-in-law Pamela, my girl, wifey, Courtney, and then we just had a baby boy. He about to be 3 months.
Congratulations
And then,
to you.
my other two, they weren't able to make it, but I have them next week. So, I'm just blessed, man.
Yeah.
Stepdad, Johnny, Sammy,
Yeah.
Everybody, all my nephews, just everybody, man. They all played a big part. They just set it up for me. So basically all I got to do is just come out here and, host the camp.
And
so
be
they set
Eric.
up everything, yep.
Just watching you, Eric, and seeing you how you interact with the crowd and how you talk to these little boys. How does that feel for you, man? I mean, you used to be one of those.
Yeah, it's crazy at times, because I, feel myself getting older, especially kids saying they born in the 90s, so. But like I said, man, I'm just grateful, to be in the position I'm in and just be able to come back, get a knowledge. And, just as much as they learn from me, I learn from them. So it's just a wonderful feeling.
And then your foundation. I mean, you've been doing a lot of great things, not just here in Dublin. What other things have you got going on?
Well, of course, we do the turkey giveaway, and then I have a little haircut function where I try to give kids haircuts.
You're not getting a haircut, though, are you?
No, I'm not cutting mine. No time soon. But try to get them a haircut and, just, kind of pedicure, manicure for the girls. So just different variety of things, and it's still growing. I'm learning throughout this process. And so just trying to, do what I can do to affect as many kids as I can in a positive way.
And, that's a good thing. And the key thing about this is you're giving back.
Right.
No matter what it is, you're giving back, and you're seeing the needs and you're seeing the doors where you can go through, and that's a wonderful thing. And if you all can see out here, I mean, he's got the blow-ups out here.
Yeah.
He's got his mini fans out here, and the little boys are just anxious to get out here.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got to hurry up and get the camp started and get them fed, because they get over the slides, ain't no looking back.
No turning back. Well, listen, it's
Absolutely.
always great to see you. Thank you so much for giving us the time to talk with you, and just so glad to have you back.
All right, thank you. Thank you
All
for
right.
being here.
Eric Walden, ladies and gentlemen.
We are believers. Trust is earned in the field, where a full day's work will always tell the truth. We believe in what we do and what we have done. Who are we? Number 1 in subcompact tractors, number 1 in compact excavators, and number 1 in diesel engines. We are Kubota.
Freeman's Lawn and Garden. Call us at 272-2198.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with T.Y. McGill, defensive tackle for the Indianapolis Colts. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Doing great. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Just finding out that you're from Jessup.
Yes, ma'am. 2 hours south of here.
So glad to have you here in the DUB.
Glad to be here.
All right, now listen, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us a little history lesson about you and your career.
Okay.
How it is expounded through the years.
Well, you know, as you said, I'm from Jessup, Georgia. Went to Wayne County High School. From there, I got a scholarship to North Carolina State University, Raleigh, North Carolina, home of the Wolfpack, if you didn't know that.
Wolfpack.
And from there on, I had a 4-year journey there, played as a true freshman, and went undrafted 2 years ago to the Seattle Seahawks. And I was there through the whole training camp process. Then after the training camp, I was released and I got picked up by the Indianapolis Colts.
Wow.
And I've been there ever since, and this is going on my 2nd year in the NFL.
You know, this has been an amazing journey for you.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
When you grew up as one of these little boys, did you have aspirations of going into the NFL?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have a weird story. Like I actually played for the Colts when I was these guys' age.
Pee Wee Lee?
Pee Wee Lee, I played for the Colts.
It was destined to.
Yeah, and now I have the same exact number that I had when I played for the Colts when I was that young.
That is
so
so
it's like,
awesome.
It's just an amazing accomplishment. I know my family's proud of me, my city, and it's just an amazing feeling to be able to come back to an event like this that Erik's having and just give back to the kids.
Absolutely. And now when you come back to something like this and knowing where you came from, of course, what do you plan on instilling within these young men?
I mean, the biggest thing, my biggest pet peeve is just effort. I mean, no matter if you're playing football or whatever sport or just in life, just make sure you give 100% effort at what you do, because you as a human being is the only one that control your effort. Like, no coach or no boss can control how much effort you put in to what you do.
Right, absolutely. And so you say you got your family support. We saw your dad out here.
Yes, ma'am. My dad, my mom, my little brother, my mom's husband. So yeah, we're locked and loaded out here today.
Absolutely, locked and loaded. How important it is for you to have that kind of family support because of how your career has progressed through the years. And, we often talk about the support of your family and to have that backbone, to have that foundation. How important is that to you?
I mean, that's the most important thing. I mean, I can honestly say, since I've been born, especially during my high school and my college career days, I mean, that was the most important thing. Like, my mom and my dad calling me, every day just to make sure everything's fine, because mom and dad is not with you in college.
Right.
So it's just, being able to pick up the phone, them call me, I call them, knowing that I got someone to talk to, when there's days that I'm down or even days that I'm up, just someone that I can talk to that, that understand where I'm coming from.
Absolutely. Well, listen, we're so pleased to have you out here with us today to work with these little kids, to mentor them, and, of course, to support your teammate here.
Absolutely.
How is it working with Erik?
It's great. I mean, like I said, last year was my first year in Indy.
Right.
And, me and Erik, like, he's like the star on the team. Like, everybody goes to Erik. He keeps joy and laughter in the locker room. Erik's a great guy. Glad to be out here.
All right. We're glad to have you all here. All right. Well, thank you so much and continue to do great things.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Thank you.
TY. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Fareed Qazi. I've been practicing in Dublin since 1998. I'm the first oncologist or cancer specialist who came to this town and established a practice. I've been serving Lawrence County and surrounding areas for the past 17 years and have done treatment of hundreds of patients. If you go around and find out from the people around here, every other family would know somebody who has been treated by me. My reputation as a doctor is there.
Don't settle for anything less than the very best when it comes to your health. The Cancer Center, here in Lawrence County, is Dublin Hematology and Oncology Care.
Ladies and gentlemen, we could not pass this day without talking to some of Dublin's finest out here. How you doing, fellas?
Doing fine. How about you?
They've been talking so much in the background, we had to pull them in just to kind of see who they are and just see why they're out here supporting the Erik Walden Youth Camp. We'll start over here to my right and let them introduce themselves to you, all right?
Wimpy Allen.
What's up, Wimpy Allen?
Nothing much.
Wimpy, now you've been coming out here every year. Tell us about why you come out here to support this camp.
Because I think it's good for the community.
Absolutely. Absolutely, it's good for the community. Who's behind us right here?
I'm John Waters.
Talk to us, Mr. Waters.
It's good for the community, good to see the kids out here doing something positive. It's good to see somebody come back and do good for the community.
Absolutely. Now, sir, are you a former player yourself?
Yes.
What years did you play?
None of them when I was a bit warmer. I appreciate that. I appreciate you putting me on blast.
Oh, listen, let me tell you something, though. You were on the bench, right, but you still played. That was still your season. What years were you there?
82 to 80. No, I'm sorry. 79 to 82.
And what school was that?
Dublins Finest, the Fighting Irish.
The Fighting Irish. All right, over here to my left.
Keith Griffin.
All right, talk to us, Mr. Griffin.
I've been coming to this camp just about every year since Erik had it. I think it's a great thing that he's giving back to the community and bringing players along with him to teach our kids just the fundamentals of playing football. You know, it's always good when you give back to your community. Erik's a good role model for our community. You know, can't too many communities say that they have a Super Bowl champion that's part of their community.
Absolutely, and you also are athlete.
Dublin High School graduate. Graduated in '87, played basketball for the Dublin Fighting Irish.
Very good, and I remember you used to have some skills.
A little bit.
Now, do you still have them? I mean,
I can play a little bit for an old man.
All right, sir, Councilman.
Jerry Davis, and I think it's a wonderful thing that Erik Walden come back every year to do his football camp. Like it's been mentioned before, he's a role model in the community, not only as a citizen but a professional football player. It let the young people know the level of skill that they could eventually go to, and he's talked to them about the importance of education, and all of those things are great, and he bring other football players along with him so people could actually see people that are actually doing the things that they hope to do, that they aspire to do. So I just think it's a wonderful thing. Most of the activities have been taken away from our neighborhood, and with him bringing it back, it shows his value to the community, the love that he has for the community, and the love for Dublin. And we wish a lot more athletes would follow his lead.
Absolutely, and that's so inspiring. Absolutely. Now, Councilman, are you an athlete as well, or you were an athlete?
We're an athlete. I still pride myself on being an athlete now, but I'm an old school athlete. I played back in '68, '69 at Oconee High School, the gym right across the way there.
That's what makes it special for you, sir.
Yes, and I was voted best all around in 1968, '69.
Oh man, you were tearing things up before we were even born, some of us.
Yes, that is correct. But I found it very important for me after I spent a 31-year career working to come back to our community where I was born and raised, to give back to the community and let these young people know that you can get there. Reach lofty success coming from Dublin.
Absolutely, and we're so glad to have you back. All right, sir, this one right here, we're going to bring you in.
Yes, sir. My good friend.
He's moving them all out.
Yes, yes. I'm Michael Howard, the only Raider standing around here.
Wait a minute now. I was a Raider with you until the fifth grade.
I was a full Raider. You left us. But, you know, I come out here, you know, 'cause Erik is a real good friend of mine, along with his brother Garrett, you know, just to see, you know, how many kids come and how many got that want to do. You know, you got to have it in you in order to do it. I mean, you know, maybe he might grab one and that one may be able to do the things that he's doing. Come back and just keep it going, you know. You know, as long as I think Erik stays healthy and stays humble with, you know, with God and all that, I think it's going to be good.
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, we're so glad to have you all out here, and it's always a joy to see y'all under the tree talking noise. Had to bring
We're glad to have you and have your support, Pat, for what you do for our community, airing things on TV 35, and then just being an inspiration to our youth. We really appreciate everything you do for the community in the city of Dublin.
Thank you.
And Pat, I do want to congratulate you on your recent marriage. Congratulations to you.
I'm off the market now.
And I was afraid that you are going to be leaving us soon, but we appreciate you as long as you are here. We would love to keep you, but I think you're a budding star, so I just appreciate the time that you're here with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. And, of course, I'll never forget where I come from. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it from these guys right here. Thank you for all that you all are doing in the community, and so glad that you're here to support the Erik Walden Youth Football Camp.
Do you own a business in Dublin and Lawrence County? If so, you may still believe that health insurance is financially out of reach for you and your employees. Give us a call at Clements & Keene Insurance at 272-8019. We specialize in assisting business owners in determining if they should offer group health insurance or allow their employees to go to the individual marketplace. Give us a call, Clements & Keene Insurance.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk to Erik's family, and of course, it's always a joy, always a pleasure to see the backbone that's supporting him. And we're going to start with this young thing to my left right here.
Hi, I'm Erik's sister, Katrina Walker, and it's just so good to be out here again. It's fifth annual camp, fifth.
And you know what, Katrina, you all work so hard. What have you been involved in this time to help make sure this camp went off without a hitch?
Well, preparing, you know, the bags and things to give out to the kids. We did that. You know, just helping to get everything together.
Organization is so important.
Is so important, and we as a family, we try to back him in all of that. So we really try to be there for him for whatever he needs us to do.
Absolutely. You know, he talks about that. He said, you know, if it wasn't for his family to be there to support him, we're going to go over here to the woman that birthed him. Hey, darling.
Hello. Hello.
Good to see you, ma'am.
It's good to be here, and it's just a pleasure, I mean, just to be here for this same purpose every year. You know, when this first started, I never thought, you know, Erik would have continued, and I'm just so proud of him. You know, I say, you know, he has come a long way, and if he just inspires 2 or 3 people, 2 or 3 little fellas, it'd be a blessing.
Absolutely. And he's absolutely doing that. And, you know, of course, every time we talk to you, we know as a mom, you're like, that's my baby.
Right, correct. To me, it's Erik, you know. To you, it might be NFL Erik Coates, but to mom, it's Erik.
Erik LaShawn, right?
Hey, Erik LaShawn.
Good to see you out here. All right, Dad.
Oh, yeah. It's a pleasure to be here today, you know, and as we was preparing everything last night, you know, Erik said ain't nothing like family. You know, this is a family affair. You know, we try to make sure everything is done in the right manner. You know, we work hard, you know, and, you know, we pray and we make sure, you know, everything is going to be, you know, the way it's supposed to be. You know, and we really enjoy, you know, working with the kids. You see all the kids running around, you know, seem like they're having a great time, you know, and it gets greater and greater every year, you know. And like the slogan on the back of the shirt says, be great.
Be great.
That's right. So, you know, that's why we try to instill in these kids, you know, some of them may not be NFL players or whatever the case may be, you know, but they can be lawyers and doctors. And one of them may be the president of the United States. You never can tell.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, and to really work with these kids at this age, you know, and to instill the positive things in them. And even with this camp, what this camp is teaching them is, one, is teaching them teamwork. It's teaching them how to work together with others. It's teaching them social skills. And it's actually giving them some skills that they can take away from this when they actually play the actual sport.
Right, right.
All right.
And it's wonderful. And I think about, you know, Erik, he stays on this side of town, and he sees the importance of that, because he looks at his coming up, which he was good, you know, but I see what he's looking at, and it's just wonderful. It's so wonderful. It really is.
It absolutely is. And, of course, the community appreciates it. You know, just talking earlier with Councilman Jerry Davis, he said, you know, he played here as a student here at Oconee. And so for him to be out here and supporting the camp and seeing the great things and the great work that Erik is doing is very awe-inspiring to him.
Right.
All right. Well, listen, family, always great to see you all. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. We know y'all are busy right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Thank you all so much.
Enjoy it.
All right. Thank you, Dad. Good to see you all.
All right. Thank you.